Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That one intended for Anquan Bolden. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
You ever notice that when Tom Brady does get hit and drop to the ground, there's some guys back to him pretty quickly to check on his health, aren't there?
That's exactly right. For as much as he throws, doesn't take a lot of square shots, but took one there.
He's really smart in the pocket, isn't he? Even out of the pocket. He understands where the pressure is coming from. He senses people. You're exactly right. Doesn't take too many direct ones. But that one had to hurt.
Brady now on first down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The veteran tight end Scott Chandler was the intended target. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Looks like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. They come out here in the eye. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Tom Brady taking it in. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
Coons on now to kick this one away following the score. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, How do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up with the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out. There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Campanaro on the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. 5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. He's got Curse. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get it.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this, where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Still in search of the 1st down after that last completion.
And the Seahawks had a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. And that is incomplete. The veteran tight end Scott Chandler, the intended receiver, and it'll be 4th down.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the 1st down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
Now Brady got to have this one. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Brady now on 1st down. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw, Brady. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll run for it with Peterson. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And now they're in the hurry-up. And now it's set. That he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Adrian Peterson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for 2. They pitch it out to Peterson. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Coons on now to kick this one away following the score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. They've got the lead by 3, late stages of the game. What's the message here? Just hang on to the football? Is it that simple?
That's exactly right, because ball security is paramount. And you got a small cushion. A field goal can tie you, but you don't even think that way. Just take care of the ball, close out the game.
Will they close it out? We're about to find out. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Manning looking to throw it. Caught left side, Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DeAndre Hopkins, 72 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. To return, here's Michael Campanaro. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out come the Patriots. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 35. A pickup there of 36. And that's good for a New England first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Throwing now is Brady. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down after a good game. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part 1 of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. Brady's going to look to throw. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Manning will take a knee, and that should be the final act in this one. They'll lose it.